Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show later on a Friday morning. Got some exercising in. Move the dogs out of the way because they're taking up the space. But anyway, we're going to talk about stuff today. Maybe a fortune cookie. Talk a little bit. I did finish the interview with Karim Harbott. So I got that done. And got to work on that this weekend. What are we going to talk about today? Asking the question. I had Scrum Masters the other day ask me, how long do I wait before I ask whether or not when someone doesn't make it to a daily scrum or what's going on? And we're going to cover that subject because some people are like, I don't want to be pushy and how do I do it? But sometimes you got to be pushy and it takes a little bit of time before they get it and what they need to do to help communicate with the team. So we're going to talk about that a little bit this morning. We're going to do Fortune Cookie Friday and have some fun because here, at least in the northern hemisphere in the United States, it's summertime. It's Friday, so got the tie-dye because it's Fortune Cookie Friday, and we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna keep it short and brief. So I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, we talk about Agile and Scrum any practical and tactical way, so you can bring value to the customer, not work those crazy hours to get the value to the customer. Get home to family and friends, have a little fun. Yesterday, I went to the Philadelphia Flower Show. It was neat. I should probably talk about that. I'll do that Saturday, show some pictures or have some flowers and put that in the intro picture. I'll do that on Saturday. Did that yesterday. So I had some fun with family and friends. Just took some time off, a couple of hours. Not a lot, but it was good. It was a good enough time to tire out the kids. So with that, let's get into the discussion. So first off, I want to let everybody know that I finished the interview with Karim on his new book, 6 Enablers of Business Agility. And I'm going to work on that this weekend, cut it up, and probably post it not this week, but the following week because I want to advertise it and let people know it's out there so that more people can see it and try to get some buzz on the interview and help him sell his book because it's a good book. He's a nice guy. So I want to help him out. The other thing I am, and that's why I put the training in the topic, going to start people asking me, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to build a Jira training course and later on I'll do the Azure program because that one's free. And the Jira I pay for anyhow. I have my own copy. So I will put a training course together. It's not going to be expensive. I want to come up with a realistic price. And if you all think you know what a good price for what you want, or if you want topics to cover, I want to build something that has value for people and not just, I'm going to put you in a one-day class. I'm going to teach you how to do this. I want to build a continuous, we want to call it a group, a forum that goes along with the class to let people ask continuous questions way past the materials done, and set up in YouTube where you can watch the material as many times as you want, build a library of that so you can ask those questions. So that's kind of where I'm going to head with that. Don't know where that's going to go, but I'm going to start thinking about it and putting together. And if you have any feedback you want to provide me, it's always welcome. So with that, let's talk about a little bit of tactical and practical. So Scrum Master asked, so we got a couple people. One person didn't show up for daily Scrum. Another person hasn't been there for a couple of days. So there's two scenarios, right? What do you do? So one of the things I always teach my Scrum Masters and all my teams and try to coach them in doing is setting up a chat mechanism. In Teams, you can have a channel. In Slack, I think it's a channel. There's other programs out there that you create these communication channels. I always recommend every Scrum team or any team in general to have a channel, a sub-channel that says Daily Scrum, okay? And that's for the team. So if you can't make meetings, you can publish what you did, what your plan is, and any blockers you have, and share that with the team. And you notice I said share with the team, not with the Scrum Master. Scrum Master, we had a drawing on there the other day about you being the middle person between the person on your team and the rest of the team. Get away from that as soon as possible, right? So when the person's not there for the day, it's just an easy reach out, email or message. Hey, Greg, can you please go on our channel and update what you did yesterday, what you're going to do the rest of the day, and any blockers or something, or maybe you're on vacation or whatever. So they get the message, they go and update, and sooner or later they get that, right? But you don't want to do it. Don't do it for them. Have them do it, right? And make sure they do it, and pester them until they do it. This is where you get pushy. Typically, it takes about 2-3 weeks for everyone on the team. Some people do it instantly, and boom. Because what happens, and you have to remember, you have to be. Sometimes people are there every day of the week, and they're always there at every daily scrum, right? They're at every daily scrum. They just missed one, so they forgot because something just didn't jive. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Just send a message. The other scenario where they missed a couple days, okay, that's a symbol of a deeper problem that you need to address as a Scrum Master and Agile coach. What I recommend on that is set up a one-on-one meeting with the person. One, find out where they are. Maybe they went on vacation and never updated the vacation chart. And then you can make that as a reminder to everybody else on the team. Remember how we had a team norm that if we go on vacation, we're going to update the channel that we're going to be on vacation so we all know, or put it in the calendar. There's some good functionality out there that I experimented with the other day with teams on calendar stuff where if it's integrated right, not giving credit to people who integrate, there's a calendar function in Teams. You update there, it'll automatically update in your Outlook calendar also, which is nice. And it shows it as a free space and not an occupied. So you don't have to update in two different places. So you can pick a Teams, picking your Microsoft Teams, update it there, and updates it Outlook automatically. So it's a nice function. So back to where, so I kind of want to, if you go on vacation, you need a team norm and get them to understand the update for vacations. For the person who's out, you set up a one-on-one. You do not call them on a thing. You send an email. Say, hey, you see you're out. Maybe you send them what's up for the past couple of days. They may tell you what it is, but I highly recommend that you as a Scrum Master and Agile coach, whoever's in charge of the team, has a one-on-one session to find out what's going on, because there's a deeper problem there. And that's a sign when they don't show up that they're working on other stuff. See, Daily Scrum has multiple benefits to the team and the Scrum Master, project managers to managers. If people start disappearing, there's something going on, because it's only a 15, unless you have an hour-long daily scrum, which I have seen and corrected. A lot of places they used to do hour-long daily scrums, and then daily scrums, and then I come in, and next thing you know, there's 6 or 7 minutes and effective, and everyone shows up, because if you can't handle 6 or 7 minutes, then you can't handle go to the bathroom, right? Anyway, so that's that. So do a one-on-one, find out what's really going on. They do multiple projects. Is there somebody else pulling them off? Is there stress at home? Is there stress in the work? Are they not happy? Are they stuck? Something is preventing that from happening. So your job as a Scrum Master, maybe you pull your Agile coach in and you have one-on-one and just talk about it. So what's going on? Maybe they went on vacation for a week and they just forgot to update and tell everybody. In that case, they update once and they don't update every day because they're on vacation, but everyone's calendar should be updated. Something like that. So that's where the Scrum Master has to get engaged and has to ask the question, what's wrong, or what's going on, or how can I help you, right? That's when those triggers are, right? But you got to ask. If they missed the daily Scrum, got to send it, got to keep that repetition. It takes about 2 or 3 weeks and they should catch it. Okay. If you do it one day and you think they're going to master it, I think you're a fool. How about that? That's a drastic session to say, but it's true. Okay. So I talked about 2 weeks. I'm going to put the interview up, talk about his new book. Just chat with him. He's a great guy. And I did get him to volunteer to be on when we do our first meetup. Or when we do a meetup, he said he will be a speaker at our meetup. So I'm going to hold him to it, and we're going to set that up. And with that, and I'm going to do the class. With that, we're going into Fortune Cookie Friday. Send that one, Fortune Cookie Friday. These fortune cookies come from those Agile accountants that make compliance and audits and do all this stuff. And if you don't write your story in the as so-and-so, I want so that this happens, And if you don't write it exactly that way in your story description, they come down and pound on you and gig you because you don't know how to write a story because you didn't write it in the right format. And it's just funny. Okay, I'll write a format. Maybe it won't have anything to do with the story. Okay, fortune cookie. Sealed. Hope there's a message in here. We'll see how good their quality control is. There is a message. See the message? There is a message. We're going to see how this works, see what we get. Oh, of course, the dog wakes up. As soon as I open the cookie, you got stuff in your eye. She wants the cookie. And I wonder if I could put that next to you without you eating the cookie. No, you look. She's staring at the cookie. Okay. Not. Happens. Okay, I think they spelled it wrong. So the quality control may not be work. So you're gonna have to help me. It says nothing happines. I think it's happens. And they wrote HAPPINES. I think it's supposed to be happens unless first a dream. But it could, I was going to say happiness, no happiness unless first a dream. But I think it's happened. So nothing happens unless first a dream. And I'll share it. Maybe you all can read it. It's in my head there. You read that? Okay. So nothing happens unless first a dream. What we talk about today? Talk about daily scrum. Not really. And then we talked about the training class. So that could be a dream, or writing your own book, which could be a dream, right? You have to dream it first to make it happen. So it's funny, actually, I'm taking a thinking for results course, and that's really a lot about, you got to dream it, you got to vision, you got to fantasize it before it actually comes to reality. And if you don't do that mechanism, it doesn't happen. So that's another thing. But I would say, if you don't put a visual in your mind for the developers and provide a visual for the developers to build something, it's going to be very hard to make it happen. So I totally suggest people doing wireframes, napkin sketches, whatever it takes to make it happen so people can see it. So with that, I'm going to go with that because that's a tough one. So I will say, if you don't dream what you want to do in your career or what you want to do, it'll never come true. So you have to dream a little bit, stretch the imagination to areas you may not like dream that one day everything's automated, right? Until you make that dream and that fantasy to happen, you'll never make it facts on the ground. I'm just gonna add that. So with that, I'm gonna end this episode. I hope you all have a great Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Give us a thumbs up if you like the show. Ring the bell twice. Once, twice. Because if you ring it, you subscribe, you'll get notification. Well, kind of get notification. It'll pop up on your screen. If you ring it twice, you should get a notification, your email, screens, whatever, that we went live. And because we've been moving our times around, it could be different. So anyway, with that, enjoy your Friday. Have fun. And may your dreams be fun. All right. Take care. Bye. See ya.